Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your weekend. We also have your Boredom Busters coming up, but first our top story. A South Dakota advocate for Ukrainian war refugees is cautiously anticipating what a new administration will mean for the future of that war-torn country. Calvin Jones, a peer, will present a concert of original music tonight in Sioux Falls to raise awareness about the refugee crisis. President-elect Trump has promised to bring a quick end to the war between Russia and Ukraine, but Jones hopes that Trump and his advisors have a clear understanding of what's at stake.
And if it involves, Ukrainians giving up a bunch of their land, then how is that helpful? I mean, first of all, they're not going to do that because they'll fight to the last grandma.
Jones says bringing more war refugees to South Dakota will help with the labor shortage across South Dakota. The concert is tonight at 7 p.m. at the Hamry Recital Hall. Admission is free. The South Dakota Education Association is pushing back on U.S. Senator Mike Round's call to eliminate the U.S. Department of Education. Round says under his plan, called the Returning Education to Our States Act, schools will no longer have to follow rules set up by Washington, D.C. bureaucrats. Rounds also says states like South Dakota will not lose any federal funding.
Our goal, save money, eliminate bureaucracy, and eliminate a lot of the Washington down requirements for if you want these funds in the future, you have to follow the following guidelines and rules that a bureaucrat makes here in D.C.
However, Sandra Waltman with the South Dakota Education Association says doing away with the Department of Education will increase the amount of government red tape. She says transferring these programs to other federal departments exposes the students to bureaucracies where their specific needs are not the primary focus. We're hearing from pop star Pink about why she canceled her concert at the Denny Sanford Premier Center along with other performance dates. She posted on Instagram that injuries are to blame.
Obviously, some of you have seen the videos where I couldn't actually even walk in a show. So I'm going to have surgery in a week on my shoulder, and then I'm going to have surgery in 9 more weeks on my knee.
In a Facebook post, the Premier Center said it was heartbroken and explained that ticket holders will be refunded. Let's take our first look at the forecast now. Meteorologist Adam Rutt in the Storm Center. Good morning, Adam.
Good morning, Perry, and good morning, everybody. It's a nice start to the day, especially if you're East River, where we are getting peaks of sunshine. To the west, though, a bit of a different story with more cloud cover in place. Here is a beautiful start from our camera at Lake Madison. Look at that sky above. 28 northeasterly breeze at 8 miles per hour. Meanwhile, as we head on over to our camera at downtown Sioux Falls, it is a little bit milder. I do mean a little bit. 30 east wind at 8 miles per hour. And then we'll head on over to Gregory in just a moment. That is still our camera that is over in Platte, but we're going to switch this over right now because we have fog in Gregory. It's some patchy fog out there. Please keep that in mind as you go about the start of your day. Visibility may be compromised at times out in that neck of the woods. Let's look to the east, by the way, believe it or not. If we didn't have that fog, we'd have a nice sunrise out there too. 26 in Mitchell, 29 for Brookings, 30 Aberdeen, 25 in Pierre, and 24 out toward Rapid City. Even chillier down toward Pine Ridge. They are at 16. We do have some seasonable weather at first, but by the time we hit the holidays, it's going to be a different story. We'll talk about that and go through the rest of your 7-day forecast coming up.
All right, thank you very much, Adam. The holiday season started with a bang last night at Falls Park. Fireworks filled the sky over the falls as part of the kickoff to Winter Wonderland. Thousands of holiday lights lining the park were turned on for the first time this season, followed by the fireworks show. And Winter Wonderland runs nightly through January 5th from 5 p.m. to midnight. Admission is free. The Sioux Valley Model Engineer Society is hosting Trains at Christmas. You can check out model train layouts from 10 to 5 in the Expo Center of the WH Line Fairgrounds. Sunday's hours are 10 to 4. Admission is $7, free for ages 12 and under. The Autumn Festival features hundreds of the nation's finest artists and crafters selling their handcrafted works at the Sioux Falls Convention Center. The doors open at 9 a.m. There will also be gift certificate drawings. Admission is $9. Great Bear Ski Valley is hosting a ski and snowboard swap from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. A 20% commission on the gear that sells will benefit Great Bear's Ski Patrol. All sales are cash only and an ATM will be on site. And the Skyforce basketball team takes on the Indiana Mad Ants at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls. Tip-off is at 7:05. Adam?
Well, we have that cloud cover that's going to continue to build in from the west as we go through your day. The East River, though, as you saw on some of our cameras, we actually have a nice start to the day out there with sunshine. Unfortunately, cloud cover is going to continue to increase as we go through the afternoon, especially. Take a look at all of that cloud cover out to the west, all that streaming eastward. We do have a warm front as well. That's going to try and push northward, but notice what's up there along the international border. High pressure is going to basically shunt that back down to the south a little bit. That being said, if you find yourself underneath that warm front today, we have a better shot at reaching the 40s for high temperatures. Otherwise, it'll be 30s today, the farther north you go. Futurecast is quiet through the day today and into the night for that matter. Now Sunday, we could see a few isolated showers try and come up, and I do mean isolated. Not everybody is going to see something as we go into the second half of the weekend. If you do, it's going to be more of a nuisance than anything else. A few isolated snow showers, though, possible out in western and southwestern South Dakota later Sunday evening into the night. But then high pressure takes over again as we head into the day on Monday. In fact, the abridged work and school week is shaping up to be pretty good Monday and Tuesday. But then travel day Wednesday comes around, and we do have that chance for a couple of snow showers that will build in as we go into the middle portion of the week. In fact, even Thanksgiving could have a few snow showers that will try and come on in the afternoon and evening, even overnight as well. We'll keep an eye on that. But the other thing to watch for Thanksgiving and Black Friday especially is something that, well, quite frankly, we've been waiting to have happen for a while, and that has been a cold air reloading in Canada and then pushing on down into our neck of the woods. We've been able to avoid it. We've been kind of dancing through the raindrops, if you will, but now we're going to have to pay the piper. By Thursday into Friday, we're going to be talking about temperatures in the 20s for highs, not lows. In fact, overnight low temperatures will possibly be in the single digits in many areas, but we'll get to that in just a moment. Today, though, 30s up to the north of the interstate, around 40, if not over that, near and south of I-90. Overnight low temperatures tonight in the 20s to around 30 with increasing cloudiness and a mainly cloudy day for much of the day on Sunday as we take a look at the 7-day forecast. One more day in the 40s for Sioux Falls, then 30s and even 20s on the way after that. We'll watch Wednesday for those snow showers, even Thanksgiving, an isolated snow shower chance, but more noteworthy is the temperature. 20s for Thursday and Friday, overnight lows either side of 10. So you will want to keep that in mind if you're going to be doing any Black Friday shopping. For Aberdeen, we'll have 30s today for the weekend, maybe a few flurries on Sunday into Monday. And then we'll also have Wednesday that we'll watch for a few more snow showers before you also get ready for a pretty cold Thanksgiving Day and Black Friday, either side of 20 for a high and single digits above zero at least for overnight lows. In Pierre, we'll have upper 30s for today and tomorrow. A better chance for some snow showers coming around by Wednesday. Thanksgiving and Black Friday, 20s by day, low teens by night. And last but not least, as we head on over to Rapid City, either side of 40 roughly for high temperatures this weekend. Maybe a few rain and snow showers on Sunday, but again, the better chance for some snow showers comes around by Wednesday. So travel day outlook overall across KELOLAND, chilly, maybe a couple of snow showers, but not as cold as what we'll see for Thanksgiving and Black Friday. Have a great day, everybody. For more on your local news, weather, and sports, you can always head on over to KELOLAND.com.